What's on YouTube? It's PTT back at it with another Destiny video. And guys, welcome to the official reboot for the whole YouTube content creator thing. Right? I am back at it with full-on YouTube mode, and that is because the Destiny 2 reveal went live tonight. Now, if you guys haven't seen it, I will leave a link in the description box down below. Head on over to Twitch, to the official Bungie Twitch stream, and obviously you can watch the full-on archive. It was absolutely amazing, completely blew my mind. Like, honestly, my emotions cannot handle what we saw from LA. Now, what are we going to do in this video? Well, we're actually going to be talking about my impressions of the Destiny reveal. Now, obviously, you guys know, if you've been around the channel long enough, I've mained Destiny from day one. I have taken a few breaks, but ultimately, I am Destiny through and through. I love the game. It has its issues, but hey, Destiny 2, it is coming. It is here in September. We finally got to see some gameplay tonight, and we got to hear, see, and experience a hell of a lot about Destiny 2. And I want to talk about some of them things and kind of give my impressions of how the reveal went. And I'm going to start off by saying, for me, I have watched a hell of a lot of game reviews. This is definitely a 10 out of 10 review. I mean, the atmosphere was amazing. People in chat were just absolutely off the chain. It is literally broken the internet, right? Everybody's talking about Destiny 2. It's trending on pretty much every damn social media site that you can think of, and it was just absolutely lit. Now, where do I stand as far as information goes? Because obviously there was a hell of a lot, and I really couldn't cover it in one video because there is so much. Let's talk about some of the things that we know are going to happen, and we've actually found out more about them. So obviously, first of all, we know that things like our weapons and our vault aren't going to carry on. A lot of people were, you know, speculating is probably the right word, and talking about what they thought might happen and how the tower would actually be destroyed with the Red Legion coming in and things like that. Well, tonight we actually got to see how that happened. In the Cabal, they come in with a massive armada and literally just destroy the tower to pieces, right? They don't just destroy the tower, they destroy the Guardians in it, they take away the light of the Guardians, they absolutely mess up the Traveller, and it's just absolutely sick. Now, you're going to be watching a few cut-up clips in the background. Obviously, like I said, if you want to go and watch the full reveal, head on over to the Bungie official Twitch stream. You will find it there. But moving on from, you know, being dragged in so much to watching the tower get destroyed, watching the Cabal invade and things like that, we know that we're going to get some new locations, okay? And that's pretty cool. We've had a lot of locations through Destiny 1. You know, a lot of them were there from day one. Yes, we had the Dreadnought added in, and obviously we had the Plague Lands added in with Rise of Iron. But when Destiny 2 hits, we're actually going to get four entirely new planets. They're not remakes. They're bigger open worlds with a lot of things to do. And that, to me, is absolutely amazing. Like, that impression on its own of having new planets to explore that have been built from the ground up is absolutely mind-blowing. You know, we can run around Venus, the Moon, Mars, Earth as much as we want, but seeing these new planets is absolutely amazing. For those of you who haven't watched the reveal, the new planets are going to obviously be Earth. There's going to be a planet called Titan, one called Io, and one called, I'm probably going to pronounce it wrong, Nezus or Nesus, however you want to pronounce it. They also showed off a little bit of gameplay and talked about the EDZ, which is the European Dead Zone. Now, I'm actually going to assume that that is Earth, but I could be completely wrong, and I will, of course, update videos as time goes on between now and September. But overall, the worlds, they look absolutely amazing. Like, they are double the size of the explorable planets that we have right now. There's actually more things to do outside in the explorable worlds as well. We have dungeons, we have side quest activities. You can actually free roam in these planets and have something to do. You know, it's not just go down, pick up a few patrols, maybe kill a few things, the odd public event that you want to do and things like that. There's actually quest lines, there's actually sidelines, dungeons, and there is a reason to explore the massive open world that is coming with Destiny 2. And that on its own should be enough to interest pretty much every player that you can think of that plays video games. It doesn't matter what you like. It doesn't matter whether you like first-person shooters. It doesn't matter whether you like your MMOs, your RPGs, your open-world shooters, anything like that, because this just sounds like it is going to have it all. And obviously we need to wait for a little bit more gameplay to come out. But like the first impressions from seeing the planets, you know, hearing people talk about it that are actually going hands-on over in LA, it just seems like everything Destiny 1 should have been, and everything they've learned from the players over the years, they've incorporated into this. Now, obviously, having new worlds isn't the only thing. We're going to get new armor, we're going to get new weapons, and we're going to get new subclasses, which I will actually talk about in a more specific video later. And all of that, like, thrown onto the new worlds and the new raids and the new PvP experiences, you know, all just adds to what is going to be no doubt an epic release of the year. I think it actually is probably going to be the top selling game of this year, and I would actually argue with anybody that says it isn't. So yeah, that's just my head. Let's move on and talk about a few changes that are coming in and give my impressions on them then. And I want to actually hit up the PvP side of it. Again, I will talk a lot more specifically in later videos, but PvP is changing for everybody, okay? They're scrapping 6v6 game modes, they're scrapping, as far as we know, 3v3, and every single Crucible game mode is now going to be a 4v4, and personally, I actually like that, okay? Trials is always fun, 3v3, I would be interested to see how that plays out. I'm not sure, that was probably the only game mode I don't think should have been made 4v4, and I think that should have stayed the way it was 3v3, but we'll have to wait and see how it goes. When it comes to things like Control, when it comes to things like Clash, I think 4v4 is actually going to be super cool, you know. I am a player that, as far as first-person shooter PvP goes, it's always been Call of Duty, a bit of Battlefield and things like that, and while Battlefield has always pulled off massive servers, I never got the feel that Destiny could quite pull off, you know, the 6v6s. It always seemed like a complete cluster, you know the word I'm going to use after that, but we have to be family friendly, and it just seemed to me like it was always that kind of mess up of things. You know, there was never really, unless you went in with a full 6-man team all the time, you really did get some shocking experiences in the Crucible, and I think the 4v4 change is actually going to help that. Now, there's also a lot of changes when it comes to weapons and ammo types and things like that I am super hyped about. They're changing up how the special ammo works, and that, from an impression point of view, is brilliant. It's definitely going to drive me back into the Crucible, which is something I haven't done for a very long time. I've always been a PvE player with a bit of PvP on the side. I actually think I'm going to be very focused on PvP with the new game modes and the changes coming to it. So overall, my impression there is awesome. I think the PvPers are going to absolutely love the changes that come to the Crucible. I think the PvEers are now going to have a bit more of a reason to go into the Crucible, and they're going to feel a little bit happier about it. Now, I want to go on and slightly touch on some of the social things as well, because I think that made a really big impression at the reveal. Like, everyone went crazy about it, everyone's talking about it on social media, and that is the integration of clans. Now, obviously clans have been around in Destiny for a long time, but you have to use external resources to, you know, talk to your clan, communicate with them, organise raid teams or trials teams or whatever else, and they're actually making some super changes to the way social features are going to work in Destiny 2. One of them being guilded games. Guided games. Get your words right, Pete. So guided games is basically a way that if you're in a 6-man team, you want to do a raid and somebody drops out, you can actually open up your party to everybody, and solo players will actually have like a list, and you'll appear on there as a clan, and it will integrate them in with you and actually give you a way of matchmaking for endgame activities, raids, nightfalls and things like that. I think that's super cool because it integrates the clans a hell of a lot more than what we have right now. It gives solo players a way to matchmake, meet new friends, actually meet new clans, which is obviously good for clans because they can extend their reach and bring new people in, and it will help growth and things like that, which is all absolutely awesome. They've also brought in clan rewards, so you know, it doesn't matter whether you are a solo player that plays once or twice a week, or whether you're, you know, a hardcore player that plays in a team with other clan mates every single night of the week. There are reward systems that have been put in place to help every single person in your clan get rewarded for being a part of that clan, and that is everything we've been asking for the last couple of years. It's I think that is probably the biggest takeaway from the Destiny 2 reveal as a whole for me, is that Bungie really have opened their ears. They've listened to the community intensely for the last 3 years. They've listened to everything that we've liked. They've listened to everything that we don't like, and they've changed the things we don't like, and they've improved the things that we do like. And overall, it is like, looking back at it now, Destiny 1 was the whole 3 years was a beta to them. It was just like a test. Let's tweak here, let's change here. And Destiny 2, they've come out, and right from day one, it literally looks like they have hit every single nail on the head for PvEers, for PvPers, for solo players, for groups, for clans. Everything you can think of appears to be covered in Destiny 2, and that is absolutely amazing. And I kind of want to wrap it up here because I feel like I've been waffling on a little bit too much. My overall impression of the Destiny 2 reveal, it went off with a bang. Everyone was hyped. It's amazing to see what this game is going to do going forward. I personally am very excited to go into Destiny 2. Still debating what console I'm going to main, whether I actually swap full on to PlayStation or whether I stay on Xbox. I haven't decided that yet. That's something I'm still going to be thinking about. But, I think this is going to be the biggest game of the year for you guys that have played Destiny for the last few years. Obviously, you're going to jump into Destiny 2. I hope you guys are as hyped as I am. I would, of course, love to know your thoughts and impressions in the comment section down below. So, get typing, guys. As always, this is a place to discuss as well as it is for me to put my points and thoughts across to you. I'm going to have a ton of footage and content coming your way over the coming days and weeks. So, stay tuned for it. Make sure to smash that subscribe button. Put the little tick on the bell notification box next to that, and you'll be notified whenever I upload videos. And yeah, that's it, guys. I'm going to wrap up the video there. I'm going to go back and watch the gameplay reveal again, see what I missed, take some notes, and get working on bringing you guys some videos. So, as always, Guardians, thank you very much for watching, and until the next video, I'll catch you all soon.